Hey, what up, tubies? Welcome back to another YouTube video here. Sadly, Arena Cube is now gone, so we're gonna have to try to shake things up a little bit. None of the arena formats really speak to me currently. I know we have like a double feature event coming up, I think maybe in a week or so, but we're in that lull phase before a new set because Kamigawa Neon Dynasty is, I think, dropping in maybe 2 or 3 weeks here. So we have a few weeks where we're gonna have to like change up the format a bit. So today we're gonna do some Alchemy best of 3, and I'm using basically the same exact deck, or maybe it is the same exact deck that I played during the Arena Open. And this list I originally pulled, I believe it was from Andrea Mengucci. I think I changed up the sideboard slightly, but for the most part the main deck should be the same. So yeah, I know a lot of people don't really care for Alchemy. There are some very, very good cards, and they actually haven't updated any of the cards at all since Alchemy came out, which is funny because this was supposed to be the format where, you know, they consistently rebalance and whatever. So, WotC, get on that. But yeah, looking at the deck, if you haven't seen it before, it's got 4 Key to the Archive, 3 Discover the Formula. When I saw that, I knew I wanted to play it because if you watched any of my previous Cube videos, you know how much I rate those cards, or how much I like to play those cards. Anyway, so we're going to play some Alchemy best of 3 here. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. If you want the deck list for this, it's going to be down below in the information section of the stream. But yeah, it's an Esper control deck, winning with either Key to the Archive win conditions, or you can just like grind somebody out with Discover the Formula. Hullbreaker, Kraken, obviously always great. But pretty fun one. Let's go ahead and take it in some traditional cues. But yeah, as I was saying, we're going to be playing a variety of formats most likely in the coming week or two until we get something exciting to drop. So it's going to be a mix of probably Magic Online and Arena. Because like I said, I don't think I'll be playing any of the stale formats on Arena for a while. Like, I don't plan on playing any more Crimson Vow since I have played more than enough of that. But double feature should be coming up, so that will be a fun one, I hope. Magic Online probably has a few more cubes or something available. Yeah, so we'll just do a bunch of different formats day by day, maybe just a couple different decks as well in between. But let's just jump into our first match here of this Alchemy match. It's not a great hand, but I don't think you mulligan. It's got Meathook Massacre for any creature-based deck, and it's got a Duress here to take a peek if the opponent's playing more of a control deck, give us a little bit of information. I'm probably just going to fire off the Duress on turn 1. I think a lot of times you don't necessarily cast this on turn 1, especially when you don't have anything to do. But we have no idea what the opponent's doing. Okay, so they're going to be on the red-blue control deck. I don't want to take Divide by 0 over Discover, since Discover's pretty slow. I don't want to take Jwari Disruption. But I think I'm going to take the Divide here. It's just going to be too long, or it's going to take them a long time to get to discover the formula mana anyways. And we actually have a decent hand versus control, in the sense that well, we get to make land drops the first 5 turns. These matches are, or at least can be, very grindy though. If you watched some of my Arena Open Day 2 videos, a couple of those games went to time. I'm gonna go ahead and just play a tap land this turn. I don't think we need to hold up Jwari for any reason, and this way we can wait the longest to decide what we want to do with those. Alright, double Jwari was not a bad draw. Looks like we will be playing this Clearwater on blue though. Lier. I might play a Jwari tapped next turn. depending on what we draw. Not going to double counter that. Get a decent number of sideboard cards. I'm going to get Hullbreaker, Stroke, another Duress, 3 Go Blanks, Test of Talents. They played the land untapped. We drew another land, so we don't need to play out Rory. My hand is not very good, though. Let's name blue and take a scry. Yeah, we'll keep a key to the archive. Okay. Lando number 6, and they played it on white. So I did play that deck. That is to say, I did play presumably that deck on day 1 of the open, and the only reason you have white lands in the deck are for key to the archive hits. They don't have any baseline white cards. Guess I'm just gonna sit back again then. Maybe we wait to play key until we can hit an 8th land and hold up double Jwari. I don't expect them to just fire off their Discover the Formula here. Alright, they're gonna fire off their key to the archive. Well, now we are very, very far behind. Oh yeah, and they have Galvanics in their deck. Alright, this is probably not a great game 1 matchup here for us. It might even be better for me to go Lier into Duress, and I think that's going to be my play. They might go for like a Disdainful Stroke or something here. Okay, they didn't, but we get to take their Discover the Formula, and more importantly, we get information. They hit Counterspell, okay. And they have Kraken and Lier in their hand. Yep. Well, that's very bad for us. So this game's basically over already. Sure. Remember, things can't be countered while Lier's on the battlefield. So they should probably just fire off Experimental, or whatever it's called. Expressive. So we're going to need to find Vanishing Verse for the... Well, they have Counterspell in their hand too. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, even when I kill this Lier here, they're going to be able to go Kraken plus hold up counter. So maybe it's even better for me just to play out the key instead. No, I can't let them cast that Discover the Formula. No, so we just gotta kill the air here. I mean, the nice thing about these games is that they're usually pretty interactive. So. Okay, so they're gonna go Kraken plus hold up Counterspell next turn. So we need to draw like Vanishing Verse off the top. That way they flash in the Kraken, I go for Vanishing Verse, they go for Counterspell or whatever. I can Jwari. Although they might just bounce their Kraken instead, which I guess would get me good, but we'll have to see. Okay, well, I did draw it. I don't really mind if they counterspell this. Those are all pretty good too, dang. Alright, let's take Demonic Tutor. So here comes the, presumably... Oh? What do they have then? They have another Discover they drew? Ah, they have a Windfall. Alright. Well, I lied. We're dead. We are very dead. This is one of those scenarios where you know you're dead, but you don't concede quite yet. They might. Are they just gonna main phase their Kraken? I wouldn't be surprised. I'm gonna make some devils, sure. I mean, I don't think this does anything. Suppose it would make sense to counter this. I might just grab another Duress here if I don't want to grab my own Kraken. I just don't think I can fight at Kraken War when they have that many more cards than me, you know? Like, I think I'm supposed to take Duress here. I assume this just eats Counterspell. And then my way to win this game is to hope that they flash out the Kraken and we can, like, go for the verse and they don't have very much to back it up. Yep. I mean, I don't think it's worth holding on to the Jwari as a land unless I'm holding it to discard the key to the archive. It's no good. Silver lining here that the Devils finish me off in 6 turns, so I don't have to sit here and tend to grind it out for a while. I mean, they only have 4 cards, 2 unknowns. Maybe we're not in the worst spot. One of them is some kind of card from Key. Okay, let's run out the fairy. This might end up becoming a gain 2 life and strategic plan. Doesn't do much to uptick to fairy here, so just gonna go dig for a card.
I know. I'm right on time.
Alright. I mean, at some point they gotta be going for, like, crack and bounce their own keys, right? Yep, there that is. Alright. I mean, I'm gonna fire this off, and they're probably just gonna Jwari Isle, bounce their own horror, if they don't have anything else. Yep. Hey, because troll. Alright, Bear dies. Kraken, 1 card off of key, 2 unknowns. Remember, I have to discard a card with key, so I don't want to play the key and then have to discard Time Warp. We might as well just try to draw another card. Sure. Doesn't really do much for them to bounce the Time Warp unless they have a bunch of different counters or instants. Okay. That was a weird play. Yeah, they're even saying, oops. I guess what I'm going to do here is divide their Kraken back to their hand, go grab the draw 2, the teachings of the Archaics. Cast the teachings, then cast the key. And if they want to flash out their Kraken plus play another spell, then at least that we got those out of their hands, because they were going to be able to do majority of them anyways. Okay. Yep. 2 cards left. Despark a key, and then bounce the other key, maybe? Alright, well, we can float in response. Still just gonna run it out. Approach Despark. Well, I guess I'm gonna try to win by desparking their Kraken. Ah, they're gonna start bouncing their own keys. Wait, what on earth? Okay, maybe they don't know that line of play, but I would definitely be bouncing their own keys there. Oh, they're just giving me more value. Oh, do they have a regrowth? They're looking at their graveyard. It might not even matter then. Discards Field of Ruin. Oh, wait, if they get burned down the house, I'm 7. Oh no, I'd go to 1. They're getting, right, Lier, sure. That's pretty good. Well, actually. So they do have a divide by 0, which means I do need to bounce the Lier. If they didn't have divide by 0, I wouldn't need to bother, because remember, Lier makes it so cards can't be countered. We're still pretty dead here, though. Oh wait, the opponent had lethal last turn, didn't they? Yeah, they totally should have had lethal. What are they bouncing? Okay. Sure. I'm so confused at what's going on right now. They have one floating, so I'm going to pass to the next phase. And now, let's see. They do still have Counterspell open. Alright, I mean, I'm still pretty dead here. I need to find, like, Lightning Helix. No, Doomblade doesn't work. Oh, wait, I guess I gain a life if I kill one of them. Oh, but they just replay Lier and then I die anyways, right? Yeah, so this doesn't matter. Alright, GG's. Would have been okay if they didn't have Lier for stabilization. That game was actually a little bit closer than initially might have looked. Alright, so Stroke in, Test, Other Kraken, Duress, all the Go Blinks. I mean, I might want to leave in some number of removal spells for their Lier and their Hullbreaker, I guess. Now, the Vanishing Verse does that, though, right? Yeah. Vanishing Verse can also hit, like, Hall of Storm Giants. Yeah. So I don't think we leave them. Oh, I guess Soul Shatter might be better than one Vanishing Verse. Okay, let's do it like that. Nice little control match there for game 1. However long that game took. Game 2 here on the draw, or on the play rather. It's fine. Not having any of my discard effects kind of suck, but I think it's a keeper. Looking for Duress, looking for Go Blinks. More land is not terrible. I think we're going to play out the Jwari as a land now. duress here would be nice. Perfect. Alright, what do you got in there? Bunch of divides, a discover, a kraken, galvanic. Behold the multiverse. You know what I can do here, and I think what I'm going to try to do is just take the Jwari Disruption. Because they don't have another land right now. Nice. So we'll go ahead and stroke a Behold. I think we want to do that instead of dividing. Yeah. So if we wait too long, then they can maybe iteration it, which we don't want to happen. Alright, they did find a 5th land, sadly. Okay, foretell. Oh, missing land's no good. I think I'm gonna divide this by 0 so I can grab a science. Damn, they hit their 6th land too. Yeah, that's too bad. I mean, I liked my play of taking their land, but it sucks that they just drew another after. We drew another divide. Now let's go find a land. That's fine. Oof. Missing land drops in the control mirror. Not good. Not good. Wonder why they didn't iteration that. Oh, I guess I would tap them out. I have 7 mana. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go for a stroke on that. And then they might divide by 0 their own Behold, perhaps? Well, they drew Test of Talents. A Test of Talents, my Disdainful Stroke. I could divide by 0 my Disdainful Stroke. 2, 4, 6, 7. So they're gonna go for iteration on their Discover the Formula. Alright, I'll go ahead and divide my own Disdainful Stroke. And I'll just let their Behold resolve. But yeah, I'm expecting to lose here just to iteration plus discover. Iteration's pretty darn gross in this kind of... Yeah, ooh. Only drew one duress, needed more. Needed more of my sideboard cards. Oh? So maybe they found a Jwari Isle. I guess we fire it off, I mean... Torture Renegade. Really think they should just be... I don't know why they're not copying there with the iteration instead if they're making that same play. Huh. I mean, I can just go, like, Teferi into Key now. If I don't want to just discover myself. That seems absolutely reasonable.
Don't worry. I face scary. Don't worry. Mischief.
There's going to be another demonic tutor for duress. Okay, I mean, players are starting to tap out. I don't know if this was the right play, but I kind of like it. Wonder if they run any epiphanies in their version. Oh, they run dragons? That's probably a sideboard dragon. And that's the nerfed version where it only gets the treasure when it attacks.
Now that was a surprise.
Okay. Grabbing Exhibition. That's a decent draw. They have 4 mana available. I think I'm going to start off by trying to verse their dragon to take away a little bit of mana from the treasure. Okay, Test of Talents. That eats all my verses. And I'm going to go for Key. I'm going to take the D-Spark here. One, two, three, I'm going to have 4 mana. I guess I'm going to discard the teachings because we're going to make them discard a bunch of cards. Or maybe I'm supposed to just despark the dragon and demonic tutor. But then how do I beat the Kraken? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, man. I guess I need to deal with the dragon first. Okay. Do we want to run into a Jwari Isle? Or Disruption? I guess it's going to make them use their treasure if they do. I'm just going to grab the Duress to hopefully help us resolve one of our relevant cards here. But again, I don't know if the last few turns I've sequenced this the way we wanted to. Not wanted to, maybe. Should have, the way we should have. They could just like iteration into Mascot Exhibition and be like, okay, answer this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana left over. Discarding a land. Pass. Alright, before anything else, I'm going to get all this mana floating. And lead with a Duress. They have Discover in response. I guess I'm going to Discover in response to their Discover. Nice. Test of Talents and Jwari. Oh, that's gross. I mean, Jwari's not getting any better than that. Counterspell, Iteration, Mascot Exhibition. So let's take the Iteration and then go blank. It's going to get rid of both of those iterations permanently. Alright, so they have a Kraken and 2 Hive of the, or not Hives, 2 Hall of Storm Giants, but we are sitting pretty good now. That was very good for us.
Suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana open. Lier? That doesn't do anything with... Oh, I guess that makes spell... Their spells uncounterable, huh? Okay, let's start with Key. Not a Time Warp. Yes, we will take that. We will discard the test then. Go to Fairy. That should probably do it, I would think. Yeah, that's got to do it for sure. Okay, now we just got to figure out what we want to do here. All right. Ah! All right. So that's another reason to split up my removal effects. So maybe I cut one Vanishing Verse and bring in Infernal Grasp to play around Test of Talent purposes. You can't deny, though, that, like, these games have been fun. Well, interactive. Good. I guess fun is subjective, but... like, it's a jockeying for position. And then the person who does eventually come out on top usually wins by quite a bit. It's not like a close game, particularly. But getting to that position, it's very close the entire time. See, I almost want to keep this hand. Like, making land drops is so important. Like, this is the only match where you would do this. Wouldn't mind drawing some spells now. Alright, that's a decent one. Just sit and bide our time. We've got land drops for the next 4 turns, so... Ooh, and they missed! Perfect, that's exactly what we wanted to have happen. We're making land drops and they're bricking. Darn, they drew another, but that's fine. Celestis was a pretty good draw too. We could definitely play out the Celestis this turn. I think I'm gonna wait since they clearly don't have anything to do in response, and like we know they're off the top to try to hit their lands. So if they brick on a land here, they're gonna have to discard. Perfect. Yep, so we have no reason to do anything then, I feel like. They did unfortunately find another, and they're going to go for a key. Alright, I'll go for a counter on that. Good. Now let's go for our own key here. They might have a negate. Great. And I'll go ahead and tap out then. They might just hard cast another Discover, but that's going to tap them out. Sure. It's fine. We could just sit back again. I guess while they only have 4 open mana, maybe it's correct to try to go for Duress into Formula. I definitely think there's merit to waiting on this Duress though, but I'm gonna fire it off. Okay, they did have another negate. So the hand was very reactive. Again, if they tap out for Test of Talents, then we have... Sorry, if they tap out for Discover the Formula, then we can go for Discover the Formula back. This is where I think they're going to start pulling ahead, though. But, I mean, I can just keep clocking them with the Hall and force them to do something. Oh, if they tap out, okay, this is going to be our opportunity. Resolve our Discover the Formula. Still think we're losing. Perhaps. Well, no. If I get to resolve this Discover and then hit like a Go Blink or something, or hit like 2 Go Blinks, that would be absolutely fantastic. So does them running out the key? Oh, I guess they had to play the key because it was off of iteration. They discarded another. All right, let's tap out here. Not great. Wow, really not great. I don't think Approach is worth it. I think D-Spark is better. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna just have to try to kill him with the Hall of Storm Giants now, but man, they have a lot of cards in their hand. 2, 4, 6, 8 mana available. Alright, well, we actually have a lot of good stuff we can do here. I'm going to lead on Vanishing Verse first because, remember, they're getting extra treasure value. So in response to that, we can use our other Vanishing Verse. And then do I want to... I think I'm okay with them getting rid of that Vanishing Verse. I'm just debating if I want to attack with Hall of Storm Giants or exile their key here. Hit him down to 6. I also bounce my own key to my hand. I don't think that's good enough, though. I could bounce my own key to my hand and go grab the Archaics. 2, 4, 6. It's kind of interesting, actually. Alright, I'm gonna blow up their key. They know I have a disruption in my hand. This play makes very little sense. Maybe they forgot it was reduced. Okay. I don't hate our position anymore. 2, 4, 6, 8. Aha. Are they just gonna abrade my key? Then I can't cast the D-Spark anymore. They might cast Iteration. I guess... No, they're gonna abrade. Crap. Well, I can name green on that. Oh, I should have... Shoot. That was a mistake. I should have actually untapped it and cast it, huh? Well, we can hit him for 7. Yeah, I would have been able to cast Discover the Formula this turn. I mean, nothing can be countered anymore because they have their own Lier on the battlefield, so... This is actually okay. But yeah, I probably should have regrowth to Discover the Formula, I feel like. And we still have threatening lethal with the Hall of the Storm Giants. Weird game. 2, 4, 6, 7 mana. They might just hold up Hall of the Storm Giants then. Oh, approach! Okay. Fantastic hit. Oh, yeah. Wow, this Go Blink is absolutely disgusting. Okay. So they're probably going to hit me here for 10 off of Lier and the Hall. I guess I am very close to dead. I can't counter that, remember, because of Lier. They're getting close to their approach. Feel the ruin from my Hall. That was a good hit. That was another good hit. Alright, so... Hullbreaker. Into Duress. Return Lier to their hand. Get their Windfall. And now we pass. So now we can go target Lier with the Jwari and then bounce it with the Hullbreaker instead. They have to pass here, yeah. Can't actually attack though, can I? Oh man, am I still gonna lose to their approach? Okay, so they're gonna field in response. I mean, I guess at least they can't shuffle their deck. No, they have to. Oh, alright, so... Well, now we just pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So they can animate their hall here, so I need to divide their divide. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. This is still anybody's game. Sure, that doesn't matter anymore. Because they can't attack me with their hall. Yeah, they get their exhibition. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So do I get punished here for not playing a land the previous turn? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I do. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So actually I have to just pass here. Yeah, I have to just pass here. Well, nothing I can do about that. Holy smokes. Wow, what a game. So my punt was not playing. I mean, I held the land last turn so I could discard it to key, but by not discarding it, I couldn't play Hullbreaker plus Mascot Exhibition last turn. Well, I guess that wouldn't have mattered anyways. No, they still would have double resolved off of the iteration, right? Alright, I can't win here. Oh wait, I guess we're not... Well, we are dead on board if they activate the hall. But they have to see it. There was also that turn where I opted to regrowth. They have lethal here. Right? Yeah. Jeez, they have exactly enough creatures. Yeah, I must have punted somewhere. Alright. Wow, damn, what a match. That was an hour-long match. Ugh. They were just about to time out, too. Holy smokes. I mean, again, that game was good. There were probably a ton of micro decisions that ended up costing me. I'm not going to go back and try to remember all of them because there were probably way too many. Alright, I will try to play one more match. But, yeah, that match was, hell of a game. I mean, I guess we had a lot of time to draw any spells there, too. Man, that turn where we only, like, or those last couple of turns, we just had the Kraken. I think it was right to hold the land. Probably. Just unfortunate. I don't know. Who can say? Alright, on the play here. This looks like a mulligan to me. No early interaction. Alright, this is a keeper. I'm gonna pitch the Meat Hook Massacre here. Because we already have enough early interaction if it's a creature-based deck. Which it does appear. So, if they play a creature next turn, I'm definitely gonna Fading Hope to scry for a third land. But, of course, we hit because I'm a pro. Old Growth Troll. Let's take the time to go ahead and Fading Hope this, because we just want to play the key next turn. We have a lot of good cards versus Old Growth Troll nicely. Tutor? Yeah. It's fine. Oh, well that's what I wanted to find. I guess I'm just gonna pass. Flip it to nighttime, get a life, get a scry. This match should not take anywhere near as long. When it enters the battlefield, you may exile a creature card from your hand. If you do, search your hand and library for any number of creatures, or some number of cards with the same name, exile and shuffle. Choose a creature card you own from this. Conjure a duplicate of that card in your hand. Oh, interesting. This is the one everybody was having a hard time understanding when it was first revealed. Alright, so they're getting rid of all their puppies now. And they're getting a creature from their sideboard. And they put one of them into their hand, because it looks like they put one out. It's a lot of junk. What do we want here? Oh, the Discover's pretty fun. Lier's probably nuts. I imagine Lier just GG's here. I can probably wait a turn if I wanted to, but let's go Lier and pass. We're gonna flip it back to daytime. Gain a life, get another scry. Let's pitch the Jwari, since again with Lier on the battlefield, that doesn't do anything anyways. Although I guess having a land would be nice. So I'm gonna bounce my Lier instead of targeting their creature, so that they can't get me with a protection effect. Ooh, they're gonna blow up the key. Alright, well we're gonna just take this opportunity to stabilize hard then. Let's go ahead and divide the Huntmaster. Go grab Sciences. And then just main phase Vanishing Verse. Troll. Ooh, Oddity with protection is nice. Hmm. One, two, three, four, five, six. Only 6 mana here is not good. Alright, let's just pass it into nighttime. Get another life, get another loot. I guess I'll discard. I'm gonna lead with the... the one that I don't care if they counter. Yep. I will go for divide. Now we'll go for the last. If they have 3 protection effects, then they got me. Alright, and that's going to flip it back to daytime for us for another loot. Great, good draw. I could... 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we'll just discard the Teferi. Oh, that's a good draw. Alright, well now we can go key. Time warp. Discard the warp. Verse main phase. Sure. And they're tapped out, so we're pretty safe to do whatever we want here. Well, too many goodies, huh? I mean, it's unlikely they're gonna have... Yeah, we'll just pass. They've already used 2 Veils, so I'm not worried about another. We're holding up multiple Fading Hopes. We have Divide by 0. We have Vanishing Verse. Of course, if I just get another turn, that's game over as well. I guess I probably should have Durest last turn as well. Durest hold up double Fading Hope, although the double Fading Hope would have to be at the same exact turn or same exact phase. I'm going to start off with a Fading Hope at beginning of combat before they can draw off of Pack Leader. And then if they attack with the Pack Leader, I just block it. I don't know, maybe I should just let them attack. So now I'm only holding up in one thing right here. But they don't run any like instant speed fight effects, do they? Random inscriptions or something? Oh, they do. Well, hopefully I didn't punt this away then. Yeah, that was really bad. Okay, I punted there, for sure. For sure punted. They had 2 different fight effects. I guess we're just gonna pass here, flip it to nighttime, and trigger Celestis. Yeah, that was bad. I should have just let them attack. Can you beat the crack daddy? Okay, the answer is no. They cannot beat the crack daddy. Alright, what are we playing against? Mono green. Let's bring in Soul Shatter. I guess Massacres. They don't seem great, but they're okay, maybe. Revelry's okay. I don't think I need the Duresses. Don't think we need the Stroke. I don't think we need the Kraken. It's kind of hard for them to deal with, though, I guess. I think I'm going to cut one Formula and maybe one Bounce. Something like that seems okay. I don't know. I like these control decks. I don't think I'm particularly good at piloting these control decks, but they are fun for me anyway. No blue, huh? But I think I'm going to keep this on the draw. If we do find a blue source, we're sitting in really good shape. And any one land unlocks Celestis. Plus we have the Vanishing Verse on turn 2 anyways. Okay, there's our blue. Actually, I might just exile the Ranger class. Hopefully they try to level it up here. Nice. Because they can't give that protection. Perfect, that worked out well. I'm assuming they have a Veil in their hand. Let's go land, Marsh. Sorry, land, Celestis, pass. Probably gonna see like a Troll plus 1 mana held open this turn, would be my guess. Okay. There's their Huntmaster again, sure. So they got rid of their pack leader. And grabbed something else. He's a pretty good draw too. We're gonna take the scry here. 2, 3, 4. 4, untap 1, 1. 4, untap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so we don't need land. They might be blowing up my key this next turn, though. I'm gonna take a bit of damage here for sure. Yeah, take 10, go to 6. Ugh, I guess we needed Wrath off of the key, huh?
Call for a hero? Give me a moment. For a few.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think we're pretty dead here. guess I could have grabbed Regrow for Vanishing Verse, but now we're just gonna die. That oddity's gotten me twice in a row now. Well, we have to hope that they don't have 2 Snakeskin Veils, because that will definitely kill me. They might animate their lair, but I doubt they're gonna full tap out for it if they do. Yeah. Okay. If they just go all face, I lose, right? We'll see though. Maybe Teferi scares them. Yeah, I lose to this. Damn. Good beats. Yep. Alright. Might have needed to play a little bit more carefully. I guess we're gonna leave the Fading Hope in. It's just too cheap. Too interactive. Alright, let's not lose like that again. That's my fault. I think that was very avoidable. I probably needed to bounce the 4/3 with double spell a turn earlier, I think. Force them to use the Snakeskin Veil 1 turn earlier. No, you know what the real mistake was? Not drawing Meat Hook Massacre and just wiping their board. There we go. It's not my fault, it's the deck's fault. Alright, game 3 here. How we looking? Not bad. No white source, but this is definitely a keeper. Glory for their first play. Grasp for their second. There's our white source. Beautiful. Alright, that's very good. Ranger class and a Tenacious Puppy. Alright, so let's just set up for Massacre, I guess. Run out the key here. So we're gonna take Doomblade. Discard land. Sure. Okay. Well, this is pretty nuts. Finally got to massacre some meat. Yep, that's fine. Alright, now I'm feeling pretty good about our spot. Go to Fairy. Black, black. And say go. That's fine. I guess I'm just gonna go digging. Let's say go here. I can animate the hall to block and still hold up one of my 2 removal spells. Okay. So Teferi is going to die here, though. I don't think I fire off one of these removal spells yet.
This is hardly my
We're happy with that trade for the most part. Let's name white and get a scry. I do need to find a little more. I might have to Vanishing versus the Ranger class. Another troll. Yuck. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, let's verse the first class end of turn. Go ahead and meat hook for 4. They're gonna get 2 enchantments, but they're tapped out currently. That's the Ranger class that's the biggest problem here. But we're not sitting too poorly. I think they just double level, right? We need to find like Lier. If they go for a big Lair of the Hydra attack this turn for some reason, I'll definitely Doomblade. But I feel like they should probably just level up the class twice. Oh, maybe they're gonna level up the Ranger class once and then attack with the Lair? No, they are gonna full level. Okay. Perfect. That's a great draw.
If you want to be a great time, put in the hours.
Another key. I'm gonna pass here. They can kill Teferi with Lair, but we'll see if they end up holding. I mean, yeah, I expect them just to kill the Teferi and hold up protection. We can force out the protection though with Doomblade if we want to try that. But maybe I just let it die. And hope that key finds me something good enough. Yeah, if they're just animating for one, I don't even think I'm gonna... No, I guess we do want to force it. They have too much mana right now anyways. And we might want to be tapping out next turn, so... Oh, and there's always the upside of them potentially not having it like that. Which means we might get another activation here. Okay. Well, now we get to keep the Teferi. Now we get to go uptick. Take an extra turn. Now we can go down tick. That's good. And pass. I think I like bouncing my own key then, end of turn, if they're not going to do anything. And we can go grab our exhibition for some good blocks. A nice draw. Alright, add colors. Gain life, untap. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana, so we can lead on key, see what we find. Another time warp, huh? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or I could just grab the approach. I think at this point, approach is probably a better choice. Okay, they make a bunch of 4/4s with trample. Yep. They only have 4 lands now. I think I'll try to trade for one of them. And if they use like a fight, that's okay. Because in the end, Teferi is the only thing that's dying. I mean, I guess this is a lot of pressure, but... Ah, they do have the fight. Nice. That's fine.
Only time will tell.
Another key, huh? Alright, well, we can key into... Let's see. I guess that wins. Let's discard Teferi. We'll cast the approach. We'll Demonic Tutor for the approach next turn. And GG. Alright, these were some fun games. I mean, they took a long time, yes. But they were definitely fun. And I'm sure there were plenty, again, of small little things I could have done in our first match. The one that went like an hour long. To have won that one, but... Glad we got to play at least against one aggro and one control deck. GG. Whew. What a match. Okay. Yeah, some fun matches there. So yeah, just want to do a little showcase here of this Alchemy format with Esper Control. Again, the baseline deck I pulled from Andrea Mengucci, but it has a few different changes. Deck list will be down below if you want to copy paste for the Alchemy format. Again, this is all pre-nerf, pre-changes. They have yet to make any Alchemy changes, so would not be surprised to see some cards maybe get some slight altercations to them, but or alterations to them. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you back tomorrow for who knows what. Peace out.